Hello everyone, welcome to the 5-Minute Discovery channel. Today, let's explore a city that is considered a paradise of Myanmar, Bagan. Here, people often say that time seems to stop, turning this ancient city into a vivid and poetic picture. Bagan is not only famous for its majestic temples, but also an ideal place to watch the most beautiful sunrise and sunset in the world. Let's travel with me through the majestic temple fields, admire the magnificent beauty of historical works that have existed for centuries. This is an enchanting journey, where every street corner, every sunset light brings a fairy tale. Prepare for a magical journey, where Bagan awaits you with a beauty that cannot be found anywhere else in the world. Before going into the content, remember to like and subscribe to support the channel. Bagan, a mystical city located about 600 kilometers north of Yangon, is located in the Mandalay region of Myanmar. Every direction is covered with ancient pagodas and towers, creating an impressive landscape with nearly 10,000 religious structures. Of these, more than 2,200 pagodas and monasteries have stood for centuries, as living witnesses of history. Bagan was once the capital of the Pagan kingdom, which existed from the 9th to the 13th century, playing an important role as a political, economic and cultural center. This city was not only a place where Mahayana Buddhism flourished but also a transition point to Theravada Buddhism, attracting monks and scholars from all over the world to study and research. However, the Bagan dynasty ended in 1287 when the Mongols invaded and occupied the city, marking the end of a prosperous period that lasted 230 years. Today, Bagan still retains its mysterious and ancient beauty, and is a must-see destination for those who love history and culture. Come with me to discover the beauty that cannot be found anywhere else in the world. After the fall of the Bagan kingdom in the 13th century, the city fell into disarray and decline for the next 250 years. During this time, the people of Bagan lived in seclusion among the ruins of a once glorious and prosperous city. Despite many events and declines, Bagan still maintained its important role as a sacred pilgrimage site for Buddhists. From the 15th century onwards, a number of impressive temples continued to be built, although the number of new buildings became increasingly scarce and construction activities gradually declined. Time has left a deep mark on many temples and stupas. Thousands of ancient structures have been abandoned and degraded. Of the approximately 10,000 temples and stupas that once existed in Bagan, only about 2,200 remain relatively intact, as living witnesses of a glorious past. Bagan, with its ancient beauty and mystery, continues to fascinate tourists and Buddhists, and is a must-see destination to experience the grandeur and beauty of a historical heritage. Bagan today remains pristine, almost untouched by modernity. This is an ancient city, located between the virtual shores of the present and the past, creating an enchanting and mysterious scene like in fairy tales. Many people believe that Bagan has actually been asleep for centuries. In the past, Bagan used to sparkle with gold-covered temples and magnificent architecture. However, with the ravages of time and human greed, many wooden structures have been destroyed. The temple roofs no longer exist as before. However, more than 2,000 remaining architectural works are still living witnesses of a glorious period. The temples and towers in Bagan have a unique architectural style, with the top part in the shape of a round tower placed on 3 square towers. Many buildings also preserve valuable sculptures, mainly with Buddhist themes. Each temple and pagoda here is a wonderful work of art. The most famous pagoda in Bagan is the Golden Shvezagan Pagoda. This is the first golden pagoda built in Myanmar and is also a typical model for pagodas in the region. Shvezagan Pagoda is one of the sacred places, preserving 4 sacred treasures for Buddhists, including the Buddha's staff, the water filter of Buddha Kondana, a piece of Buddha's robe, and 8 hairs of Buddha Sakyamuni. The pagoda's tower is up to 98 meters high and is covered with sparkling gold. On the top of the tower, you will see 5,448 diamonds and 2,317 rubies, with a 76-carat diamond standing out at the top. In particular, Shvezagan Pagoda is located on Segutara Hill, from where you can admire the panoramic view of Bagan city, with an unforgettable magnificent beauty. Ananda Temple, known as the jewel of the ancient city of Bagan, is hailed as the most beautiful temple here. What makes Ananda special is not only its magnificent beauty but also its 4 giant golden Buddha statues, each facing east, west, south, and north. Ananda Temple attracts not only by its appearance but also by its unique architecture. Built from baked bricks, the temple takes the shape of a giant pyramid, standing out among the rest. Unlike any other Buddhist temple in Myanmar, Ananda has a pointed and soaring tower, creating an extremely impressive image. This harmoniously combines with the architectural style of India, creating a subtle blend of Buddhist tradition and unique construction art. Every corner of Ananda exudes solemn and divine beauty, making anyone who visits feel the peace and grandeur of this ancient temple. Shvesendor Pagoda, with its unique shape like a four-sided pyramid, featuring 5 floors and a small tower on top, is a must-see wonder in Bagan. Built in 1057, this temple is not only an impressive architectural work but also a cultural and religious treasure. Legend has it that Shvesendor was built to protect and preserve one of the 8 precious hairs of Buddha Shakyamuni, brought from India. This is not only a pagoda but also a sacred place of worship, carrying deep spiritual value. With its delicate pyramidal design, Shvesendor stands tall in the sky, a symbol of stability and dignity. When standing in front of this temple, you will feel the wonderful harmony between great architecture and sacred spirit, a place where respect and devotion are kept through every brick, every small detail of the construction. That Bayan Pagoda, built in the mid-12th century, is proud to be the tallest temple in Bagan. With its sturdy height, it stands firmly in the middle of the vast plain, visible from every point on this land. The temples in Bagan do not use modern adhesives, but still maintain their incredible durability thanks to the ingenuity and sophistication of ancient artisans. One of the feats of ancient builders is the design of large domes and the meticulous arrangement of windows, allowing light to shine in and create natural halos around the faces of Buddha statues. This is not only a technical innovation but also a testament to the perfect combination of architecture and spirituality. In the 1990s, the Myanmar government attempted to restore damaged structures. However, this work was opposed by international experts because it did not guarantee the accuracy of the original architecture. After 25 years of hard work, in 2019, Bagan was finally recognized by UNESCO as a World Cultural Heritage, marking an important milestone in the preservation of this cultural heritage. However, natural disasters have not spared Bagan. A 6.8 magnitude earthquake in 2016 damaged nearly 200 temples, adding to the challenges of conservation. Nevertheless, Bagan remains one of the most beautiful places to watch sunrises and sunsets in the world. From November to March, the peak tourist season, thousands of visitors from all over the world flock to this ancient capital to admire the enchanting beauty of the sunrise and sunset, immersing themselves in the sacred and majestic space of the ancient city. Shvesendor, with its impressive height, is not only the tallest temple in Bagan but also an ideal place to watch the sunrise and sunset. From 5 a.m., worshippers and visitors have been here, waiting for the magical moment when the sun begins to rise over the vast plain of more than 100 square kilometers. The ancient temples slowly appear from the early morning mist, until the sunlight covers, creating a wonderful light show. The scenery here is like a mysterious picture, with thousand-year-old red-brown temples hidden behind the cool green canopy. This is truly an experience that can only be found in Bagan. After admiring the sunrise, visitors can rent bicycles or take a horse-drawn carriage to explore the rugged roads leading to the temples to learn about the culture and life of the Myanmar people. Bagan appears equally poetic and romantic at sunset. The cool blue of the sky is gradually covered by darkness, and the flickering lights from the temples and houses create a mysterious, magical scene. An experience not to be missed is to see Bagan from above by hot air balloon. Although the ticket price is about $200 for 2 hours of flight, the scenery from above is completely worth it. You will have the opportunity to admire the whole Bagan from a different perspective, with hot air balloons floating in the sky during the picturesque sunrise or sunset. Thank you for taking the time to follow the story of Bagan. If you find it interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell and share the video so you don't miss out on other interesting content. And now, let's say goodbye and see you again in the next explorations.